All right, guys, welcome on back. And this might be a long one. It's either going to be really long or really short. The franchise is about to make a massive turn, and I've got a big decision to make. Video game wise, the right decision would be the one I probably am not going to make because I want to do this like reality. That rumbling is me getting a piece of paper because I've got a lot of work to do, or we got a lot of work to do. There's going to be a lot of changes. I'm going to try to slow them down as much as I can. As you see, we're negative on the cap next year. We're negative on it this year. And yeah, I'm running out of. Hold on. I'm out of paper on my notebook here. I thought I had another one. Where's my other notebook at? Shoot. I had like 3 other notebooks. Fudge. Are they here? Oh, I think I found them. Hold on. Yep, found one. Found a brand new notebook. Hold on, guys. And you'll see why I need a notebook in a minute, because we are going to have to go over the next few years and a game plan, because if we don't go by our game plan, which at least follow it somewhat, we're fucked. We can do this. We can get out of this. We can fix it. So I have 2 options. Option number 1, trade my quarterback, get rid of that fucking salary. That's the easy way out. I've got a rookie whose profile is almost exactly the same as his. He's just not as good because he hasn't been in the league yet. He's just kind of a mini version of the quarterback I currently have, and then just kind of keep this roster strong as far as offensive line and all that. Or I can be stubborn, or like in reality, what probably end up happening is you keep your franchise fucking legend quarterback, and he's only 28, and you basically let everything else fall into place, which is probably what we're going to do. It's just going to take... We're going to have one of those teams where it's a great quarterback and a bunch of average players around him, to be honest. Gibson, we're losing. I mean, I don't think there's a receiver on my team that I can... At least that's really good that I can keep, to be honest. So, I mean, we're losing all these players. Hollister, now, here's my plan. Let's write these players down. For now, let's write these players down and kind of a plan for them. Okay, players. Because we're gonna have to formulate a plan. We're not gonna be able to. Shit. I'm gonna have to look at how many years he's got. Let's write the players down. Gibson, D. Howard, Hollister finally starts and is up for contract. Nichols, my left tackle. Pope, defensive tackle. You know, it's funny that trade getting that young defensive tackle actually is looking really good there. Hammond. I don't know how badass kept this fucking team. Oldham. Lacey. Langford. Barkley. Kirkpatrick. The reason why I'm writing these guys down is I want to write kind of a plan for some of them, Murphy, and see if the plan will work. I'm trying to think, how many times can you franchise tag somebody? I think it's twice. Cano. Hernandez. Oh God. I just got that guy too. I just got him in a fucking trade too. Wall. I'm not going to write those guys down. So let's look at the roster here. Let's look at the roster here and see what we can do. Good team salaries. So I have 150,000 cap space this year, but so as far as penalty, I don't know how to calculate the cap hit. Oh, never mind. The salary cap hit. It says right there. So salary cap hit. Okay. For Goldstein is 93 million for the next 3 fucking straight seasons. He's almost 100 million for the next 3 straight seasons. So basically we have 3 years to kind of let people go and rebuild slowly over time. We're going to have to go get young players. We're going to have to go get some, I don't know if a bunch of draft picks, but we're going to have to go get young players. We're going to have to finally get rid of some assets, but I do want to limit what I do. I would franchise tag people, but for the next 3 fucking seasons, Goldstein's going to have that contract. Franchise tagging people is useless. Now, what we could do, example, this guy here, he's gone. So I'm going to write down on the list trade. Gathers. He's not worth this contract. I've known that for a few years. Badass actually talked to me about it a few years ago. I've known he's not worth his... he's worth this contract, but I've known his contract's going to be rough. I was trying to deal with it until things kind of... I mean, look at this. His last part of his deal, he's 0. So he's going to be on the list. Spriggs only a big hit this year. He's only a big hit this year. His penalty's only this season, so who's this guy here? Caldwell. We're not getting rid of Caldwell. It's not happening. Payne we can keep. Lane Robinson. I don't know if it says 0 because that's when their contracts are up. I'm assuming that's what that is. He's there for 2 more years. Stark is here for 2 more years. See, now with Stark, I can actually accept his option and I can franchise tag him. So I can start negotiating with him when in 2036, when Goldstein's contract goes down to 32 million. Now, is Goldstein going to be worth keeping that long? Is he going to be worth grinding through that? I know this is 3 years down the road, but is he going to be worth grinding through the next 3 years to lose a bunch of players? To most likely lose a bunch of players. So, like example, if I accept his option, let's view his card. If he has 2 more years left, which I think he does, he has got 2 years left. Okay, so Gathers can go. Spriggs I prefer to keep, but his salary's very high. Well, for a number one corner like a premier corner, he's not very high. He's about where he should be, maybe even slightly low, to be honest. Caldwell, he's got 3 years before. See, the problem is these players that I would have to get rid of. I'm going to have a bunch of cap space in 2036. I don't even know if I'll see that with this franchise, to be honest, but the problem is I'm losing 14 fucking players. I'll be losing a lot of players. Payne's the only one where his contract stays very, very high for a very long time. Nichols, I'm going to lose. Fuck. Nichols, I might lose. See, my salaries aren't that bad. Blythe's going to be here for a while. The problem is I need to keep Hollister. I need to keep Hollister, man, if I can. That's my biggest thing. Clinton's signed. This left tackle is signed. I may have to let my left tackle go. Paltrow's there. Bartell. I mean, these are just cap space moves. Is all they are. That's all they are. They're just cap space moves. Yeah, it's really those two players. God, my team is young. Jesus Christ. That guy's the issue. That guy's the issue. Honestly, it's not worth franchise tagging people. It's not worth picking up their options. It's just not worth it. It's not worth it. So I'm trying to think of guys I should be trading. Gaithers and Bartell are going to be gone. I might trade Gaithers and Bartell. And then honestly just deal with it. Gaithers and Bartell have to go. That's the problem. Bartell, if I trade him this year, his numbers are off the books completely next year. But if I wait till next year, his numbers will stay on the book if I trade him. So I'll still have that hit. There's no reason for me to keep him. Besides him being an awesome player, there's no reason. And then just everyone else we're losing. We're losing so many players next year. Now, that might open up a bunch of cap space. You know, we might have some cap space to sign a player and then get some draft. I think I'm just going to trade these guys for, like, a viable backup to the rookies and everything. Gaithers, I think I can... Hold on. Let's do... Oh, shit. Like example, like Bartell, I'd have to trade just for someone who's a backup to Cantu. Gaithers, yeah, I'd have to trade and just get like another backup, but I can get some picks. I can get picks, which really helps. Because getting picks, these guys won't be up for contract until Goldstein's numbers like a third of what it is now. So let's put Bartel up to trade and see what happens. Like I said, I'm not going to try to do a bunch, but I've got to trade some of these guys. I have to. I have to trade some of them. Let's go right edge. But it's like I want guys who have like 4 years left on their deal. Like this guy Tovar might be good to get. But they just extended this guy. Just keep looking. I don't want a guy with an X factor. Sorry, I don't want that. I don't want to have to deal with that. Sorry, I don't want to have to deal with that contract. Valentine looks like he might be good. I'm really looking for the contract length is what I'm looking for the most. Looking for a younger player with a bigger contract. Boone is there. I would trade him to the Dolphins, but they don't need him. He's got 3 years left, but he's a fucking 34 end. He's got 2 years left, 4 years left. So he might be someone to look at. He's got 1 year left. Something like this, and like I'd have to get 2 first-round picks for him, to be honest. In a second, let's see if we can get all that. Because I want them to be good, but I don't want them to start. I want the guy that I drafted to start. Oh, they're gonna be under the cap anyway. Fuck. Okay. Never mind. Fucking typical Jets. Got to look at that. Not important. 6'2", 255. He's got 4 years left. He's only 21. Let's just see if they'll take that. Two first-round picks, a second, and then I got a younger guy. All right, so we traded. Bartels traded. But they'll go through his shit later. Okay, so defensive tackle Gaithers is going to be gone. I've held on to him about 2 years too long, but I just think he's such a good player. I can't afford to keep him anymore. Problem is going to be finding people with cap space to take him. That's the problem. He's going to be an issue. I basically have to get what I can get for him. And I don't think anyone's going to have the space for him. Okay, so what we're going to do... who was close? The Commanders? Do they need a defense? Who needs a defensive tackle? Okay, they're 11 million. I need someone with defensive tackle that doesn't have a lot of cap space, like to lose or whatever. Okay. I honestly don't even care what the numbers are. I just, as long as, okay, so they can't even take him. They can't even take him. I'm almost better off just cutting him, to be blunt. I'm almost better off cutting him. They're gonna be real low on cap, yep. Yeah, I'd have to take a massive contract that I can't take. That's the problem. Yeah, I'd have to take a big contract that I can't take. Yeah, this guy's a bigger contract than fucking what's his face. He's got 2 years left. That's it. Fuck. See, I'd have to take another contract. This is what I'd have to do. I'd have to take another big contract on. That's the problem. Shit. No one has any space. That's a big issue. No one has any fucking cap space. The last thing I want to do is trade him to this fucking team. Might be able to trade him to there. Oh, we'll both be positive on that. He is a little bit younger, but... And he's got 3 years left. He's a little older than someone I want to trade for, but that's not terrible. That's not terrible. If I can get rid of the contract... If I can get rid of that contract... And just have a good player for a few years... And stay positive on the cap room. I hate that I'm kind of giving him up for not nothing, but in reality, that's not a bad trade. Let's throw that in there. Maybe I might have. Yeah, I might have to give something up to get. Oh my god, to get that trade. Fuck. We have 3 firsts, 2 seconds, a third. Let's just throw in the 4th and see how close we get. Don't think we're going to be real close. Yep. We're going to have to give him a second. I know we are. This sucks. Just to free cap space, I got to give up a player that I love and a fucking draft pick. It's okay. I mean, it's the cost of having an elite quarterback. That's how I'm looking at it. Fuck. They're going to want a second round. So let's see if that works. They're going to want another second round. This is going to suck. I mean, I'm giving up a fucking ton just to get rid of his contract. Not just that, Oldham's leaving. Oldham is leaving. So my defensive line's going to be completely different. It's not going to be as good. Which I'm not going to be able to keep my good players anyway. It's not going to be as good. Okay. So those guys are both traded. All right. So now let's just... He's my number 1 defensive tackle. Holy shit. Hope, Oldham, Davis. These 2 guys will start. Actually, I'm going to start the players who aren't leaving. Oldham's leaving. He's leaving. Shit. Hollister's leaving. Let me see if I have any cap space. I don't think I'm going to. 10 million. Word. Problem is trading these guys aren't going to really do much for me. That's kind of the problem. Hope's going to be gone. He doesn't want to stay anyway. Him and Oldham. Oldham does want to stay. What if I traded Pope? What's his cap hit? Georgia's going to be a longer one, guys. What's Pope's cap hit? Nothing. Fucking nothing. He's so bare minimum. Trading him's not even worth it. Trading him's not even worth it. There's no one here worth trading. Hollister's the one that I'm really wanted to keep. I built him up to start. Now he's leaving. He's the guy I wanted to keep. Gibson, I'd like to keep, but hey, it is what it is. Howard, this is the guy I wanted to keep. Right there. I'm not going to do anything with Hollister yet. I think I might keep him and franchise tag him, because with those two or three trades that I did, I could have I mean, just with Gathers and Bartell alone, I'm probably opening up $40 million in cap space for next season. So if I can get him to next season, I can negotiate with him, but he doesn't want to stay with me anyway. Fuck. All right, let's hold on. Let's see what. I don't want to trade too much, but let's see what I can get for him. Which is gonna suck because I wanted to keep him. Who's the guy on the Raiders that was unstoppable? Who's that fucking guy? Number 5. I don't want him, but who's number 5? What was this guy? Was he a safety or something? This guy. Holy shit. Okay. All right, so we're going to go Mike, linebackers. Oh, this is going to suck, man. I got to get a guy who's got 4 years left, because I got to get through these couple of seasons. I'm wondering about this guy. I'm wondering about that guy. That would work for both sides, actually. He's got 4 years left. He just got extended. He just got extended. He's not very fast, though. I need to get a linebacker back because I don't have a lot of them, so I need to get a linebacker back. Oh, if I can get you back. He's only $1 million. He's there for the next 3 years. He may not be too bad. Spencer Sears. He's there for free. That extended. So if nothing works here, okay. He's 26. I don't know what that fucking guy. I'm trying not to get older players, especially linebackers. Those guys don't have the longest careers. He's 84, 21. Nick Ross. He may not be bad. I don't know if they want to give him to me, though. He's really good. He's really good. Let's see if they'll take it. Oh yeah, of course, it's right. We're dealing with the Jets, who never have any fucking cap space. They suck, but never have any cap space. How? Like, how does that happen? The guy on the guy on the Chiefs is looking like the best one. Right now, we're just getting decent players to put so we can extend contracts in like 3 years. That's kind of what we're doing. He's kind of a big thumper, is what this guy is. Really good tackler, really good player. I like him a lot. He's just slow. I don't even know if they would take this. They might. It's got the Chiefs that look like it might work out, actually. And I'm not in the business of going out and grabbing. Oh, you know what? Shit, I could look at like like Sam's and shit too. Put him at Mike. Jeez, this is the guy. He does have 3 years left though. All right, let's go back up. Sorry, we're gonna look at outside linebackers. Let's go Sam's. Sam's could make good Mikes. This sucks, man. But like I said, it's part of doing business, unfortunately. Oh, Middleton. Huh. Middleton. That guy's been bouncing around a little bit. Oh, hold on. He's very quick. Block shedding's bad. His play recognition's... Oh, God. He's got a hidden dev trait. That's the problem. Maybe he's a little bit older, so... This Wilder guy, let's see what he's got. 88's faster. He's fast. Pursuit. Block shedding's not bad. Play recognition's not... He might be the one. He could be a middle linebacker, I think. And they'll have cap space. They'll probably accept that and give me a pick. All right. Hollister traded. Shit. Basically, I think I'm just everyone else I'm going to lose. I hate to say it. I'm going to lose everyone else. I'll just put the next best guy at middle. I might even put Albrick or Blythe as my middle linebacker, or Albrick. Put Albrick there, put Hammond. I'll have to figure it all out. Hammond was a middle linebacker. I'll figure it out. Cobb will stay in the middle. I'll probably put... Looks like Hammond is a good fucking Sam. Albrick will stay at the 93 at middle. He'll stay an elite middle linebacker. He'll stay. Spriggs is a guy that he's still under contract, and I think I can keep him. Oh, for 6 more years. Never mind. He's good. Howard's going to be gone. Candidate, Lacey, Dyson. Yeah, these got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I can lose one and be fine. I've set myself up nice, actually. I've actually set myself up pretty fucking nice. I got 3 first-round picks, a second, 2 thirds. Yeah, I can completely rebuild this team in the draft next year. I can get most of those positions that I need. It just sucks, man. It just sucks. It just fucking sucks. The good thing is we didn't trade as much as I thought I was going to have to, because I didn't want to trade a lot. And I don't think I did. The trades that I did, I don't think are like game-changing trades. My defensive line's not going to be as good. And my edges are young. I mean, look at my team, though. It's still a fucking 96 defense. That's crazy. And I'm stacked on picks. So that, yeah. So next year, I mean, I know I'm looking really forward. We're going to be losing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, like 13 players. We'll be losing 13 players next season. I may have to trade players just to, oh shit. -11. Because how many draft picks do I have? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 draft picks. And like 13 or 14 spots to fill. That's going to suck. Shit. Probably going to be just picking people up off the fucking practice squad here and there until these contracts come to fruition. That's probably like to get just a couple of spots, but I probably won't have the cap space to do that. The problem is the people who are up for contract and I'm trading them, I'm just hurting my cap for the next few years. I'm just piling more on it. So that's why I'm thinking of just leaving things the way they are. And I might even franchise tag people, to be honest, like Nichols, the left tackle, and like Gibson, who won't be that bad. He's a running back. He won't be that bad. Franchise tagged. And just keep holding on to players until my cap gets completely reset in 3 years. But I feel like those trades that I made were absolutely were necessary. I actually, in the grand scheme of things, I got rid of a bunch of cap space on the books. And I, as far as coming up for the future years, I've got players that'll be here for 4 years, and stock to draft picks. Yeah, I think I did okay. I just, yeah, I can't really do much more trades. It'd be stupid. My cap would be absolutely ruined if I traded people. It would be negative for the next 3 years. I won't be able to fill a roster. I have to kind of start letting people go, to be honest. I just have to start letting them go. And then drafting replacements. This team's going to be completely different in 3 years, which is fine. It's kind of exciting. But yeah, I think that's going to be it. I'm gonna mess with their numbers and shit, and then we'll play the next game.
And here's the Steeler wideout. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Steelers get a second straight win to start the year as they get the tough road victory. From there, it's off to Tampa. Let's look in on the Buccaneers as they play host to the New England Patriots. And this is the Patriots wideout. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. Mark it down as a 65-yard touchdown catch. The Patriots get win number 2 as they take care of business in this one. Lastly, let's go down to the Big Easy. The New Orleans Saints hosting the New York Giants. And here's the Saints wideout. He was wreaking havoc on the secondary all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown grabs on the afternoon. The Saints find a way to pull this one out as they escape with the narrow win. So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you next week right here on EA Sports.
It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Chargers. On one sideline, the head coach of the Steelers. His guys parlaying a pair of early home games into a 2-0 start to this season. Across the field, head coach of the Chargers, Jim Harbaugh. His guys on the flip side, they're 0-2 on the season, facing a tough test in a game here they need to win. Welcome everybody tuning in. Kate Scott and Brock Heward here as Jake Bates is going to get this started. And the NFL on EA Sports is underway once again. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. But now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by one of the league's...
All right, guys, real quick, I'll show you kind of what the roster looks like now. I know there's a lot of roster stuff. None of this changed. None of this changed. Okay, the edges is going to be now. Murphy's going to be on the right side of where the offense is. So he was where number 4 was. So Nick Murphy's the first round pick. The other first round pick, Cantu, is going to be taken over for Bartell on the defensive right side and the offensive left side. So he's going to be kind of where Bartell was. Matthews is a guy that I traded for. I got to go through his stuff, and then Brett Murphy's a guy we've had. Bernard's my number 1 defensive tackle. I had to downgrade. There's literally like 4 out of the top 5 players in the draft are defensive tackles, and there's one that's down that's got like elite strength. So I've got a plethora. Again, another draft that has fallen kind of in my lap, to be honest. So I'm gonna have to get through the year with these guys. My defensive line is fine. It's solid. Hammond's gonna go to the Sam. He was a middle linebacker. He's just better suited for the Sam. He's taken over for Ulbrich at Ulbrich's natural spot. Ulbrich is going to change back into the middle linebacker. He actually went up a couple points. So he's now my new permanent middle linebacker, which is fine because Ulbrich's like a top 5 linebacker in the league. And Blythe. And Cobb's better at these positions than I thought he was. So getting Cobb last year in a trade really helped me out. Really helped me out. So I'm trying to think if there's anywhere else. That I'm kind of hurting in. I don't think so. I think that's it. I think that was really it. So, yeah. And we'll just deal with the rest of the team next year. I'm actually considering, since he's got 2 years left of a $100 million contract, I might move on from my quarterback. But I don't know. Because he's going to open up a massive amount of cap space, but I'd still, all those trades kind of revolved around him, so I'm probably not going to. But I do have that quarterback that I drafted in the second round that's a 77 right out of college. And I think he's a hidden dev trade, so anything's possible next year, to be honest. I mean, everything's kind of on the table. So anyway, let's just play this game this year, and then we'll figure everything else out next year.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here that plays a clean ball.
Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Throw is there for Rondé Ganson. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom, connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Hampton gets the handoff. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. A pickup of 17. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
That's another Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Cougar 19, ready, go!
Working inside the red zone. Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
It's a
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
At the Steelers' 10-yard line.
Running it with Hampton. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field. Just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
First down, and they go right back to it.
Guys, also don't forget our middle linebacker from last year, Blythe, and Zeke Sanders, who was the league's leading sack guy last year on my team, 97. They're both on this defense, so we'll see how we play against them.
Down close, stopped at the 3. It's 2nd and goal.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
From the gun, they get to Miller. And the defense holds, Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we can.
And he's going to have the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers finish up an excellent opening series. Now it's Will Reichert off the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Chargers 7, Steelers 0. Will Reichert.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. A little burst so far. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And they'll be led out by their QB, now in his 8th season.
There's Captain Cap Killer.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And of course, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
Second and inches.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Running it again with Gibson. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
He was taken down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, kid, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35.
Gain of 16 yards.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Gibson here from the gun. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. They got a man open to beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
All set now. 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake. That one's complete right side. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 2nd down now. They need 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They are throwing it again. Pulls it at the 7. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll run. Gibson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers finish off their opening drive. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Chargers getting their offense set for their 2nd drive. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Downfield, and he has McConkey. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Out of the gun, here's Hampton. And a great play was brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
Let's see, first it was a pass, now it's a great gain on the ground. They've got this defense on their heels.
All set to go now from the 35. Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. Shoots away from one. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Let's go now.
Chargers, 1st down.
Setting up to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
There's no question, Kate, with the big plays down the seam or big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage against good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Ready?
Throwing now off the play action. Finds him over the middle. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
Brings up third.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And they're going to down by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We're back to SoFi right after this. Chargers ball as we get back for the second, and they are thinking points. To throw here on first down. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a second quarter lead. Reichert on for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead.
I couldn't even pay attention to that drive. I was too busy texting and talking to people. I don't even know what happened on that drive. I haven't been able to focus on this game the entire game.
7.
Steelers 7.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Steelers and their running back about to get back to work. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Short pass brought in. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. New set of downs for them from the 31.
First down.
They'll go play action on first down. Pressure's there, and the Chargers got it.
I really wish there was a better indication on that tells you that you're going to be fucking fake handing off to 3 people and get sacked every time you do it. I'm not seeing that when I'm picking the play.
But the D tackles of today, you not only have to stuff the run, you have to eat up the pass too, and that D tackle just got it done.
Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Offense going with a 4-receiver set, 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Headed out right. He's going for it himself. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. The Steelers set. Put it. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him.
At their own 17-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. Hampton on the pitch. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
They'll go play action. Brought in by Gaston. And pushes it up across the 30 before going out. A 6-yard gain on the play. And that's going to give the Chargers a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. He
keeps this one himself. Has some daylight through the 40. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend.
I'm calling QB contained spies every play, and he's just fucking running to the side wide open.
Big run.
First down, play action. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
He doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
Well, this has been a tough series. Sacked on the first down play, forced to throw it away right there, an awfully difficult third down now staring you in the face.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Here we go, strike.
Third and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
Awareness. That's what I call it, Kate. Awareness. You got to have a game awareness and understand the situation.
I actually think he's going to be the sack guy out of the two. I don't think I'm messing with his swag too much. Yeah, I want to get rid of those fucking arm things he's got. I don't know, maybe not. I don't know. I don't like those arm things he's got. But yeah, I think he's going to be the big sack guy right there.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And he'll try to hit this one well. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away.
The Steelers take
Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurricane. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Back-to-back carries here. Second down run gets him 5, and they've got third down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, it would really break the backs of a defense.
Third and 4 coming up now. Pass play coming here. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jar it loose, incomplete.
Forced to the ground and
Punting unit out now.
It's fourth down.
And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. They come in on a little 2-game skid, Brock, but in control of this one so far. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Let's go now.
Sending the tight end in motion left. Here's Hampton, open and drive. And it's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
It's Hampton on second. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
A loss of 1.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Good trouble now, and the ball is out. But the Chargers were the first to get to that one, so it'll stay with them. So out now comes the punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Starts the return at the 34. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Steelers offense headed out. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First and 10, looking to throw. He's got it over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
13 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He gets him inside the 40, and that's a gain of about 9 yards on the play. So it looks like it'll be second and maybe a yard as we come back, Brock, from our 2-minute warning. More football from SoFi in just a moment. Fall forward, and I think you've got this first down, Brock. It's second and inches. They're going to try and throw it here. He's got a man left. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. Give now to the running back. And some solid running here as he gets him 8 yards. They're into the red zone. Last one got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down.
Brings up second and 1.
Another carry for him. And they're going to have first and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there. Timeout call by the Chargers. They're first. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Back to the well again. And he's in for the touchdown. The Steelers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Steelers tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Returning it from the 4. Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Out comes the Charger offense late in this first half. And at 45 seconds left, the clock isn't exactly their friend, Brock, but still enough time to put a quick drive together. They'll throw it here on first. Going with a screen to Hampton. Crashes through a tackle. And he gets this one out to the 40-yard line. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10.
Come on, set!
Back now, pressure coming. Finds the in route complete. And he gets through for a 7-yard gain. The tackle made at the 47. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Offense is set. This is second and 2.
Ready! Hawk 70, Hawk!
Here's a throw. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away. That's going to bring up third down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Here he is on third and short. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They're out now, ready to punt it. And they could really use a good one here. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. The Steelers getting to take the field one more time here in the half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. Drawing up the design keeper. So we're all knotted up here at the half, Brock, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. It's only week 3 on the schedule, but already some big-name teams with big early tests. Will they pass or fail? Let's get into it. Our look at the NFL.
Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Here's a return from the 7. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. We'll see the Steeler offense first this half as they're headed out now. And they could take control in the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. On first down, they'll start with Gibson. Massive hit, the ball is out. Oh, and they get it back, the play's still live. And what an effort after everything seemingly went off the rails, Brock. He never gave up on the play, and he turns it into an excellent result. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble they just forced.
They do, got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed, and you get that
Pressure coming, and they take him down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Called in left side. And they get this down to the 28. Third down, Chargers have 6 DBs out there.
It's a gain of 11. And it's third down.
Third and long, they're going to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That is Jake Bates ready to try to knock this through. In his 11th year, still knocking him through. And they've taken back the lead.
Well, that didn't take too long. One series in, and he's given them the second half lead.
Has this at the 6. He stopped on the run back of the 27. The Chargers and Omarion Hampton out there on offense once again.
Check.
And they had to wave that white flag on their last drive, Brock, hoping to avoid having to call that punter this time out.
Yeah, you get several chances a game, on average, somewhere around 10 possessions, and you know not all of them are going to pan out. So you got to forget what lies behind and keep pressing on to the journey ahead.
Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Get it.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And And they drop him with a big hit, but it's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. 1st and 10 now from the 46.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46.
And in motion, out of the slot. They're going play action. Complete here to Hinton. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
Shot alert.
Hampton now up the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36. That's a pickup of 9. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
And the Chargers, 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear it.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
It's far enough, but no good. He sent it just a little bit right. And they are unable to tie up this contest. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out. The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion. And they can be very effective when you've got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route for man coverage.
Here's Gibson on 2nd down. And that short gain is enough for a new set it down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Going to the ground again on 1st. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Gibson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain
Looky
of 6.
here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Connects on the crosser. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
1st down, Steelers.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. 1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
The give inside to Gibson. And 2nd down only works out for a yard.
This may be one of the only spots in goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
From the gun on 3rd down. Into traffic, complete. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal.
Let's go. 70 Lions.
Gibson is in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers make it a 9-point advantage. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game. Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chargers and Omarion Hampton out there on offense once again. And they're going to try to take the lead back to one possession here after that last score pushed it up to 24-14. Finds him on the crossing route. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down.
Chargers, first down.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Dump off to his fullback. And he's brought down at the line. Second and 10. Need something positive here.
Second and 10 at the 47-yard line.
I'll throw it. Dumped off to his running back. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. This is the end of the third quarter. The Chargers have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing.
Bronco switch.
So first down from the 41.
Set.
Throwing it again here. Hits his running back. And he's taken down at the 30. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
11 more yards. That's another Chargers first down.
Draw play here. Hampton. He picks up 5 on that first down run. Brings up second down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they need to get 4 on third down. Dropping back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him. Kicked well, and this is good! And it pulls him back within one score here in the fourth.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. On first down, they'll run. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. The big play nets him 17 yards. And first set of downs for Pittsburgh.
And the Steelers first down.
Let's go. Go.
They give it to him again. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. All set to go now from the 35.
First down, Steelers.
This time it's a passing play. Ooh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. Following the play, we have an injured Steeler. The training staff out there to check on him as we take a pause. Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Rolling left, buying some time. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up. An important attempt coming up here for Jake Bates. First field goal was good. His second look from inside of 45 yards.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Out of the gun, here's Hampton. Looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Here's the backup, first throw. He gets this one to Gadsden. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
First down.
19, Tiger,
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Dropping back to throw. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
He's going to throw this one. He's got Hampton underneath. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
This is Cup inside the 15. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
36 yards. And the Chargers, first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Now run with Hampton. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
They'll send a receiver left. 2nd and goal, they're going to throw. Dump off, caught by his back. Touchdown, LA. The Chargers make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. They can tack on 1 more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal, to tie this game in the 4th.
27, Chargers 24.
Volley sent up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Setting up the screen here for Gibson. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Complete to number 20. It's a pickup.
That is
of
a
6.
textbook
Brings
first
up
down
second
completion.
and 4.
Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
They'll run the toss for Gibson. Well, a lot of effort there, partners, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
He's back to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. Keeps himself upright. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers make it a 9-point advantage.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary. He just made him pay.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers make it a 10-point ball game. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Chargers and Omarion Hampton out there on offense once again. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be sky high right now.
Working on 1st down. A quick slant. Here's McConkey. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it.
It's a gain of 11. And the Chargers.
Shotgun gear to Hampton. And this one's going the long way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
Tackled back
Moving
at the
quickly, trying to get set
35-yard
again. Now looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That's a gain of 2. Brings up
To the air on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Short pass brought in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Against it in the 2nd. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the Steelers.
Sticking to the air here. This is a heater going deep. Oh, shouldn't let that one go. It's intercepted. And the Steelers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
2nd and 7.
Throwing it on 2nd down. He's got it over the middle. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half. That's caught for the 1st. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. We've got whistles and a timeout call by the defense. 2:07 left to play. On 1st down, it's Gibson. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Steelers looking at a 3-0 start to the season. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Running it again with Gibson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
And it's 3rd down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready,
They'll throw. 3rd and long. Caught by his back. Gibson. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
To number 20.
They'll send out the punting unit.
4 yards.
And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now.
Ready, go. Bronco 80.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. And he's just going to huck this one into about row C there. It's some lucky fan. And haul in a heck of a souvenir.
It's now 2nd and
That right
10.
there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window, don't risk yet another interception.
Throwing again on 2nd. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up a 3rd
So
down.
10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
18 Cardinal, 8. Go.
Now to throw. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this one's swatted away by a defender, so they went for it unsuccessfully. And now they turn it over on downs.
It's a turnover on downs.
Here's a design run. So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the NFL, as they're now up to a 3-0 start.
Pressure on them, defense.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.
Yeah, Cantu's going to be the real deal. I think that's his 3rd sack or something like that. Yeah, he's going to be the real deal, man. Excuse me. All right, guys. See you on the next one.